first test I'm going to be doing is the nitrate reductase test. So before I do anything, I would clean my workspace and wipe it down, and then I would put on my gloves. And then next, I would want to label my nitrate broth tube with a Sharpie. So I would probably just write my initials and then the date. And then after that, I would take my inoculating loop. I would put it in the micro incinerator for 10 seconds, let it cool for a minute, and then I would take off the cap of the source culture right here with with like my hand like this, kind of carefully unscrewing it. Then I would put it in the micro incinerator for 10 seconds to sterilize it. And then I would grab a sample from the source with my inoculating loop. Then I would again take the source culture, put it in the micro incinerator to sterilize it, put the cap back on my source. Then I would go over to my nitrate broth and I would unscrew the cap, go to the micro incinerator again, sterilize it. Then I would take my loop, my inoculating loop with some of the source culture on there, and then I would inoculate my nitrate broth. And then I would just mix it up really well with my finger. And then before putting the lid back on there, I would sterilize it again in the micro incinerator. And then I would take my inoculating loop again, sterilize it by putting it in the micro incinerator for 10 seconds. And then I would incubate the whole sample at 37 degrees Celsius for 12 to 48 hours. And then you may need to, then you would go to your reagent cabinet, and these are the ones you're going to be using. So you would do 20 drops of the nitrate A, and also 20 drops of the nitrate B. And then I would do that one at a time. So I would take the first one and put it in the sample, and take my second one and put it in the sample again. And then you may end up needing to use zinc dust depending on the results from adding the first two reagents. So I would get a toothpick and get just a few particles of the zinc dust on there. And then again, I would put that into my broth and then mix well using my finger. And then again, after doing all of this, I would clean up my workspace.